That's the feeling we've all had. How new shoes would make you glad, but the best time you recall when you wore no shoes at all. Back the days.
Okay, so we're getting ready to go out for tapping, and we're just going to bring a truck over. Our truck is out of service, so we're going to be borrowing Javi's truck. But we've already done a bunch of trees back in this area on DR's property, and we're headed out towards town, Rutledge, to go tap someone else's stand of silver maples. And we're just waiting for people to get together, and then we're gonna load up the truck and go. No. So we're gathering up all our jugs so that we can set up taps at trees. These are jugs that we got from a Pepsi plant, I think. They used to have Pepsi concentrate in them like 15 years ago.
They had like 180,000 miles. And I was putting roughly like...
So yeah, you could stop right here and park about right here for now.
Cool, we're gonna get the buckets out of that.
You can also grab the rope that's in that bucket, the small bucket, and bind them all together, and then they're easier to carry all at once.
What? Yeah, you're gonna get yourself low, a little bit lower. Yep. Perfect. Yeah. How low can you go? Don't tell the owners of the land that we're sneaking in.
He's in Florida.
He'll never know.
He'll never know.
We'll just bring him some syrup. Just kidding, everybody.
Alright, so we made it over the fence now. We're headed to the trees.
Grab a bucket. Follow me. It looks like little tiny cherries or something on the twigs. So you look around the woods for those twigs. I see some across this little creek. See over there?
I don't know. Let's go there.
All right. So you might have seen another video about sugaring. If this is on the Dancing Rabbit site, I don't know if it's going to end up there, but Ziggy Liloya filmed me talking about sugaring in Vermont, which is where I'm from. And in that video, I was great with child. It was early spring, and my daughter Cole here was born March 25th of that year. It was 2008. And now she's out here in the woods with me. Yay! And we're tapping. I'm trying to teach Cole how to find the maples in the woods. These are silver maples, not sugar maples. There aren't many sugar maples out here except the ones that we've planted. But there are a lot of silver maples, and their sap is really sweet too. Not quite as sweet, but and it has a lot of sugar sand, which is why it's usually not used to make commercial syrup, because filtering out all the sugar sand from silver maple syrup makes you lose a lot of the syrup. So we just let it settle down in the jars and pour off the top, the syrup off the top of this stuff, of the sediment. We could drill there. If we drilled there, we would need a super long tube. So we try to drill lower down. And that's ready for a tap. Not running yet. It probably will soon. We use pretty small taps, that are known as tree saver taps. They're about 5/16 of an inch, I think. And so they're small enough that the tree can heal really quickly and not get bacteria into the tree or get damaged too much. And the amount of sap that we take is pretty small compared to all the sap that's flowing in this tree this spring. So we hope that it's not damaging them too badly. All right, I'm gonna make noise with this drill. Cole, where's the other hole? Can you put your finger on it and see? Yeah, I can go over there. The hole leans up a little bit, so you have to angle it up. Yeah, that's good. All right.
Why won't it the sap come?
Why won't the sap come? The age-old question. You know what's really good is syrup and coffee.
Oh yeah?
That's really good. Coffee with syrup and a little cream.
Yeah, I have it in my tea, and we have the local organic cow's milk, you know, from the dairy down the road.
Yep.
I guess the tea isn't local, but
No.
the sugar and the milk are.
Right. See that? See all those buds up there? It looks like little tiny. Oh, that's a good one. So are there any more right around here? I don't think so.
It's a pretty big stand of trees here. Really big silver maples. Old silver maples. Silver maples are kind of brittle trees. They don't last very long. And a bunch of them are breaking off and dying at the top. But some of them survive. So what do you all like to use the syrup for when you get it?
Well, I really like French toast.
French
toast is kind of my specialty.
Nice.
I like it. Sweet potato pancakes.
Ah.
Those are really good.
Potato pancakes. Yum.
And the yogurt instead of using sugar.
Yeah. Right. Mixed in with yogurt. How about you, Dan?
I try to use it in just about everything, like sauces that I make for whatever calls for sugar. I'll put maple syrup in. I put it in my tea. I don't know. I've been making smoothies with strawberries and maple syrup and the dairy's raw milk,
Nice.
and that's a good combination.
Yeah.
The strawberries are almost sweet enough to make it on their own, but I kind of like to add a little bit of sweetener. Do you think this is going to be a good season for maple?
No.
Why not?
Because of the warm weather that's on its way.
Yeah.
I think it's going to just be fast. Short
Yeah.
season.
Yeah, I was looking, it looked like there's a day coming up that's like low 60s, and then after that it looks like it's pretty good weather. There's like a couple days, and then the rest of them are like above freezing during the day and below freezing at night. So
Great.
hopefully that will keep them in dormancy,
Yeah, we'll get a few days right now and then maybe a spell after the hot.
Unfortunately, our bottleneck, the limiting factor in us being able to tap all these trees, is the number of jugs that we have. We have, I think, more taps than we have jugs to go under them. And there's still so many trees here, so many silver maples in this stand that we haven't tapped ever. We usually just try to use up what we've got in this stand here. Great place to store vegetables over the winter. It usually hangs just above freezing, which is just the perfect temperature for storing root vegetables like carrots and potatoes and beets. I'll put them in like sawdust or in some sand or something, whatever I have on hand. And